Hey guys, how's it going? So let's catch up a little because I don't post as much anymore because no one cares. So it's just kind of hard to, God will give me a pat on the back when I'm dead, but I'm not looking to you guys for any kind of verification. This is just kind of more of a do whatever I want these days. Let's see. I'm just looking at Emerson's notes lately because he's awesome. And this is the problem we all have, right? How to spend a day nobly. That's the problem to be solved. Like, you just, couch potato, watch TV or movies all day. And if you do watch movies all day, do the movies have content and are they engaging in an intellectual, spiritual, and emotional way? Or are you just putting on sitcoms? And of course, Francis Bacon is Shakespeare. And we're supposed to believe that Ben Jonson knew both Bacon and Shakespeare, but never introduced them. Right. And then he used the exact same phrases to describe each author. Ben Jonson mentioned insolent Greece and haughty Rome in the Shakespeare First Folio. But then in Bacon, when he talks about Bacon, he says the exact same thing, insolent Greece or haughty Rome. He's giving us clues because he knows they're the same person, and the real William Shakespeare is a fraud. So these are his ways of showing us that. Yeah, and also Cervantes, we talked about that. And how most likely Francis Bacon also wrote Don Quixote. Okay, that's super controversial, but there's over 68 examples of exact same similar quotes. Okay, and we've gone over it, but I'll leave the links into it. And of course, Shakespeare dies the exact same day that Cervantes dies. Okay, 23rd of April, 1616. And then when did Shakespeare die? 23rd of April, 1616. Those are all clues, guys. These are all context clues for the smart people to pick up on. They're not going to straight up say, yeah, they did that. They're just going to go ahead and do it on their own. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Just trying to fix the screen there. Okay, yeah, that's just some easy stuff. Some more ideas. Christians say the stars don't affect us. But of course, Judges 5:20 say the stars fought against Commander Sisera that day during the battle. People say, oh, well, it's angels. No, it's not. It's not just angels. It's not just archetypes. It's literal stars. Okay? They always use that segue to kind of distract you from the fact that it's saying the stars affect reality. Christians hate that. They hate that God affects Jupiter. They only want God to affect Earth. Whatever kind of logic that is. Christian, the death penalty is good. Jesus, love your enemies. Backwards Christianity these days, honestly. Christian, Jehovah is Jesus' father and they are one. Jesus, Jehovah says eye for an eye, but I say turn the other cheek. But me and my real father are one and we agree on everything. So how can Jesus agree with his father on everything, but disagree with Yahweh, Jehovah, so many times? Because logic, okay? The Bible's not just about faith, it's about logic. Arguing with people on threads. As people say, oh, we did not reincarnate. We go to heaven or the lake of fire. So I said, then what happens to the trillions of souls before Jesus showed us the true Lord? I guess all the trillions of souls before the year 1 AD or 33 AD, I guess all of them are going to hell. And their existence means nothing because they didn't know Jesus. So, and why would God forgive them if they didn't have the chance to know Jesus? Oh, I guess you're a good person during life. So I'll get you to heaven even though you didn't know the Lord and Savior. Whatever. I think reincarnation enables everyone to have a chance now. The past 2,000 years, maybe everyone has been reincarnated into their new bodies and had that chance. And so this person who played the witch in Wicked, the Green Witch, she's going to be Jesus Christ superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. And now, of course, just there's one thing to switch the race, and it's another to switch the gender. Like they had Hamilton, a black guy was Alexander Hamilton, and that's fine, I guess. Still weird. So, of course, I made a smart comment, like I'm known to do. I said, cool. So, can Carrie Underwood play MLK? I'm sorry. It's just, let's just race and gender swap everything that's white. God forbid you race swap someone who's black. It's that whole reverse racism thing that pop culture's still trying to shove down our throats and make it seem normal, but it's not. It's not. I'll say it. The scariest words in the Bible, I never knew you. And I said, tongue in cheek, it's almost like the Jews were deceived by a murderous entity and not Jesus' loving Father. Maybe that's why he called the Jews' God Yahweh the devil in John 8:44. And of course, none of these people ever reply. They don't know what to say. They probably just delete my comments so no one else can. I never get replies. Threads, I believe, is like 60% AI bots. They're not real people. They're AI bots who are trying to shove their whatever agenda it is. There's right-wing AI bots to make right-wing people more angry, and there's left-wing AI bots to make them escalated. Okay. Yeah, these two atheists alone killed more people than have died in all the religious inquisitions and wars in history. That's not it's not like a statement, but I like it. The idea of it. It's like, yeah, religion is not the only thing that's killing mankind. Communist atheisms kill billions of people as well. That's all my point is. Maybe the stat is inaccurate, but hey. We live in a time where intelligent people are being silenced, so stupid people won't be offended. Thank you. Born too late to, fantasize. Born too early to cyberpunk. But just in time to clock in at work and, modern day society. Oh, look. China's building a planetary defense unit in response to the threat of an asteroid that could hit Earth in 2032. So they're bringing up the idea of asteroids. China's not following Trump's deal. All the countries are standing up against America. This is all a big setup to invade America after something hits America. Okay, it's all the same. Sir Isaac Newton, even in his prophecies of Daniel, showed that not only the solar festivals, but all the other principal ones observed by the early church were Roman festivals fitted with new names. So even the scientist Isaac Newton, who was a Christian and an astrologer and a scientist, who'd have thunk he could be all three, he knew that all the Christmas holidays are pagan. Okay, so it's weird coming from a scientist. And of course, Trump's, when he lapped around, he went to the NASCAR game or whatever, 500. His limo is called the Beast, guys. It's called the Beast, okay? 666. They're like, oh, it's a beast because it's so powerful. No, they use the term beast so that they can promote their Satanism. He is part of the beast. Okay, he's the little horn, or he's the beast out of the sea. Who knows what he is, but he's part of it just as much as Obama was. Okay, and is. All my little fantasy art that I do. AI art. Did some timber, and then I did some cyberpunk, like Renaissance-y, 1700s. Anyway, I did cyberpunk Jesus, which is awesome. Looks very cool. I didn't just type cyberpunk and Jesus. I put all this other stuff. Then I make these cool stuffs. But once again, I do AI art, but I hate AI taking our jobs, which is why I'll never get a penny for my AI art. I don't ask for money for people like some of these AI art people do, and that's so dumb. I was into King Arthur for a minute there. So I did Merlin, of course. And now people are like, oh, the stars don't look like the constellations that we ascribe to them. That's because all these astronomers and dumb mainstream people don't use the correct system. They need to do H.A. Ray's system, not some dumb people. Like this guy knows what the signs actually look like. Here, I'm trying to spread this out for you. So yeah, so you go to Ray, not McRoberts, not the classic, not the Chinese. You go to H.A. Ray's system, and then you can see all the constellations look like their thing. There's Aries the ram, Taurus the bull. See the two horns? The Pleiades is on that horn. The Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux. Cancer looks like a crab. Leo looks like a lion. Virgo looks like a woman. See the wide hips falling. Libra looks like scales. Scorpio looks like scorpion. See that? Right in the center of the Milky Way galaxy. It looks like a scorpion. Sagittarius looks like an archer with a horn because he's a centaur right here. Capricorn looks like a goat. Aquarius looks like a man running with a pitcher of water. This is what the stars are supposed to look like, guys. Pisces, two fish connected with the V. Okay, those are the zodiacal constellations. Then if we look at the other ones, they look like it too, like Orion. Orion's belt, of course. There he goes. The dog star Sirius with Canis Major. Canis Major looks like a dog if you know the right stars to connect, okay? Perseus looks like kind of a magician or something with a wand. Andromeda looks like a man falling. See? Pegasus looks like a flying horse. See, that's the head, the legs, and the wings right here. Cool, huh? Cygnus looks like a dove. Okay. Aquila looks like an eagle. Okay. Then we got Ophiuchus, very important, looks like a man with two snakes, holding snakes or something like that. Okay. And then Hercules on top with the hammer. This is the correct astronomical and astrological system. Draco looks like a dragon. Let's see. Yeah. Ursa Major, looks like I didn't show that one. But yeah, y'all get the idea. The stars are totally in line with whatever zodiacal archetype we've ascribed them to. We're just looking at the wrong ones. These are old Renaissance things. Even they know the body corresponds to the astrological signs. You can look into that. I've shown y'all this one, but if you just put your finger right here or whatever and separate astrology with the Holy Bible, you'll get, let's see, yeah, you'll get the same thing, because they are the same thing. We're just told they're not, okay? So, don't be fooled. We can see all that. 4 faces of Ezekiel, of course, the man, the bull, the lion, the eagle is the Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Hands down. We know this one, but I'm going to always repeat it for you guys. The beast is a lion, a leopard, and the bear in Revelation 13. Whereas Hosea 13, Yahweh is the lion, a leopard, and the bear. These are all context clues, once again, for the smart people or the predestinated elect to pick up on. You don't have to believe it, but you do have to know it. Okay, this is interesting. All the angels in the Bible always have to represent some kind of zodiacal, astronomical event. A little more AI art. Did like the magic cauldron type stuff. Excuse me. Let's see, what's this one? Christian, astrology and star names were made up by pagans. The Bible says God tells the number of the stars and calls them all by their names. So, are we just using the wrong names and he has his own special names? No, we've got the right names. We've got the right archetypes. It is the water bearer Aquarius. It is the Leo lion, etc. Okay. Christian, Christmas is biblical, but astrology is pagan. Bible, astrology is biblical, but Christmas is pagan. This is the end times, y'all. Everything's flipped and screwed up. We have to unflip it. Christian, your date of birth doesn't matter. Bible, a time to be born and a time to die. They want to take certain parts of the Bible literally, but when it goes against their agenda, oh, it's a metaphor. Oh, not literally your time. Why not? He doesn't literally know the star names. Why not? The stars aren't literal in Judges 5:20, affecting Commander Sisera. Why not? Because you say so? Got you. Thanks. Now we go into the first folio, 1623, of course, Shakespeare. You see all these numerical errors, which are not errors, as we know. They're codes. Like right here, page 163 is 3 times in a row, all next to each other. Okay, so there's a code there. Oh, look. Why does Shakespeare's first folio, the 1611 King James Bible, and Francis Bacon's Novum Organum all have the same Masonic headpiece? You see Pan in the center, Pan in the center, Pan. These are, oh, because it's all the 1600s and they all did that. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. It's only if you're in the Rosicrucian Brotherhood that you do this stuff. And of course, we know Nietzsche believes Shakespeare is Francis Bacon. And Nietzsche is Nietzsche. He's my top dog. And Shakespeare's autographs, signature, does this look like the greatest writer of our time? It's not some 1600s version of cursive. This is garbage. This is trash. This is another clue for the smart people. This guy says if Bacon wrote Shakespeare, the promise, Bacon's notebooks, is intelligible. If he did not write Shakespeare, it's an insoluble riddle. How the heck do they get all that stuff similar? And here we go again with the Don Quixote, or the Bacon and Shakespeare quotes. Identical stuff right there. All's well that ends well. Things done cannot be undone. All that glisters is not gold. All that stuff. Happy man, happy doll. It's all the same. It's the same man, dude. And then we went over this years ago, but look at this guy named William Shakespeare in England is the first man to get the COVID vaccine. I swear, in England at least. The first man to get the COVID vaccine in England in 2020 is named William Shakespeare. And doesn't he kind of look like an old, bitter William Shakespeare? Okay, I don't know what Shakespeare has to do with the end times, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying they know he's like a secret Masonic king, basically. But they just can't ever talk about it. And these people say, look, the founder of Freemasonry was Francis Bacon. Many scholars say that. And another guy says Bacon is the founder of Freemasonry. So, of course, if he's Shakespeare, he's not going to tell you. But all the Freemasons know, but they're not going to tell you because they took a blood oath. We have to figure it out on our own. Okay, we'll do Shakespeare codes later. Not in the mood for that now because y'all are too slow for me. I'm joking. I just don't have the patience to explain it right now. This is more AI art. I just thought it was beautiful. Just did 1700s, whatever. Sometimes I do shit that's normal. Then I'll do like, trippy 1700s architecture. Now these will go into another video. But yeah, this is once again Alan Green on his YouTube channel, Bard Code, B-A-R-D, like the Bard, Shakespeare. He shows how the sonnets, the number of the lines, the number of the words, the number of the paragraph, like it's all pyramid structures. It's all triangular numbers minus 1. It's triangular number minus 1 on top. So the very top is missing, just like the cap. The capstone of the Giza, actual Giza pyramids. It's a missing capstone on top, okay? And the Shakespeare sonnets go into this. I'll put the link for the whole video, but yeah, if you're on my Instagram, you can just watch the little clips here. Of course, Manly P. Hall, Freemason, he knows Bacon is Shakespeare. And he overlapped these two images, which is really cool on the illustrated edition to show that. Awesome stuff. Ben Jonson knew both Shakespeare and Bacon, but never introduced them. Okay, you never introduced the two biggest geniuses of the time, but you're friends with them. Gotcha. And then we got Emerson. Lord Bacon could not pardon for not seeing Shakespeare. Even Emerson says, why didn't Bacon talk about Shakespeare? Emerson was even a skeptic, okay? He's like, what's going on? No, we don't know Shakespeare. Nothing about him is recorded, but we know everything about Bacon. Everything. He's been royalty since he was 2, okay? And then this is Emerson's essay, Shakespeare or the Poet. Just the first line. Great men are more distinguished by range and extent than by originality. It's like, sure, you have an original idea or two, but can you keep it going? Do you have something special, or are you a one-hit wonder? Okay. This is the whole group of essays that Emerson wrote, Uses of Great Men. Awesome, which includes, of course, Shakespeare essay. And this one is Nature. And now I'm just going to read this because I love the first paragraph. This is Emerson's first essay, Nature, I think published 1845. It says, to go into solitude, a man needs to retire as much from his chamber as from society. Like, get out of your house. I am not solitary whilst I read and write, though nobody is with me. But if a man would be alone, let him look at the stars. The rays that come from those heavenly worlds will separate between him and what he touches. One might think the atmosphere was made transparent with this design, to give man in the heavenly bodies the perpetual presence of the sublime. Seen in the streets of cities, how great they are. If the stars should appear one night in 1,000 years, how would men believe and adore and preserve for many generations the remembrance of the city of God, which had been shown? But every night come out these envoys of beauty and light the universe with their admonishing smile. Yeah, good stuff. It's like we take everything for granted. Just look up. So, sorry, that's the GF. Did some more stuff. Is that it? Okay, yeah. Sorry, just a quick rundown. What I've been doing on my Instagram. You can see I did like Shakespeare, The Tempest, matte painting right here. Some fun stuff. Yeah, I just love to escape, guys. I have this huge Pisces dominance of just head in the clouds, cloud 9. I want to create my own worlds, and AI art does that for me. Oh, you want to create a sci-fi world? Cool. In what style? Oh, you want to create a horror film? Okay, in what style? You could be like sci-fi in horror style. 1900s style with Fallout 4. Just type anything you want and it will merge it. Okay. It will merge your ideas into one. And don't ask for money because you don't deserve it. I guess let us actually end on Alan Green, just a real quick thing. Real quick, y'all, don't worry. The volume up.
Lines. It's 2,156 lines in the sonnets, 329 lines in a lover's complaint. You know, that would be perfect. Just that alone, that gives you a perfect triangular number on a base 70. 2,485 lines. But remember, he gave us an extra line. And then he took 2 away. The result is 1 less, that missing I. But you know, he could have done that by just giving us 1 sonnet with 1 line.
And this sonnet has an extra
line.
line.
The opportunity to give us this 2 parentheses. Anyway, the ultimate upshot of this is there is 1 line less. And thus, we have the same situation again in lines. 1 missing at the top. As thou goest onwards, still will pluck thee back.
Take away the top.
Her ordered, though delayed, answer must be. This is time, this is nature. Her ordered. Ordered is a reckoning, especially used in the face of God. It's the final reckoning with God. That's how it was used in Renaissance. And her quietus, that word, is a clearing of accounts, of release. In other words, this audit, this final reckoning with God, must clear the all accounts. It must be reinstated. It must be rendered, completed. We will see that missing I, but right now it's not there. So, how does he balance this out? The same way he did with stanzas? Well, he's given us, hasn't he, 2 missing.
It's the top of the pyramid picture.
Each one is nothing. They perfectly balance each other out the same.
Yep.
Does he do the same thing with? No. Can't be. Words. This is a triangular structure of words in the sonnets.
Total words, not just the lines.
7, 6, 5, and it's a perfect triangular number. And no, it's 1 short. It's 1 short. Okay? Well,
it's just insane. It's insane, guys. It's all structured. It's not just a bunch of poems to kill time. Oh, he's such a good writer. No, he's setting up something for the secret societies to study in the future. Bacon knows about the pyramids just like Da Vinci knows. They all are part of this secret brotherhood, passed it down from ages. We're just living our lives with modern day science saying nothing means anything, but these genius Rosicrucian, Freemason, Illuminati folk know everything means something. But if you knew, then it would ruin the whole thing, right? So anyway, yeah, I recommend that whole video. It's like a half hour of just proofs upon proofs of that kind of stuff. It's incredible. I'll put it in the link. Y'all have a great day.